Hello, 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 guys and girls. That is the end of another week again. If you're in the chat, pop in and say hello. It'd be great to hang out with you once again. Yeah, so what have we got today? We are going to be having a look at another of my friends on Pam Duthie's Felting Friends, the Facebook group. If you have your own Facebook page you want to show off, your own artwork, you want help with your Etsy shops, anything like that, don't forget to join Pam Duthie's Felting Friends. But we're going to be having a look at Just Felting Around, a very awesome shop in my opinion. What else are we doing? Just a random chat. If you have any questions about anything artistic, I'll try and help you. Or running your Etsy shop, give us a yell. And while I'm waiting for everyone to appear, we're going to have, I believe last week I didn't show you the last of my dog's pictures because Magdalena quite rightly told me I've not been showing enough of the dogs. So we'll have a wee look at one of my dog's walks. Just while we're waiting to get started. So Just Felting Around has the maximum people getting a chance to look at his shop, and I promise you this is a good one. Not shop, Facebook page. There we go. So that's the kind of things we're going to do today. And yeah, just before we get started, I'm going to give you all a sneak peek at what's coming in next on Wednesday's video. In fact, I worked really hard. Let's see if I can actually get this in frame, possibly. That way, that way, that way. There we go. Focus, focus on the fox. So if you remember last week, I was having a look at the wonderful shop, well, the wonderful Instagram creator who was making these cute foxes and was being ripped off in other sites, people using her pictures to advertise work that they clearly weren't going to be able to do for that price. And I thought we'd have a try. It's really similar to the cat's head pin, so flat on the back. So I thought we'd have a try at making him. I've had a few practice attempts, and this is the little guy that I filmed. So hang around for Wednesday for him. So this is my little foxy, could be a pin. I think it turned out pretty well. Not anything as good as that original artist. She is amazing. Who have we got in the chat? Dive into the chat. Wendy's made it. Fantastic. You got up in time. Yay, because I know Wendy's been busy nights, so this is a bit early morning for her. And Lily Tree, the wonderful right, I'm giving up speaking. The wonderful Lily Tree. And if you haven't checked her out, everyone should go over and check out Lily Tree's YouTube channel. She's not a Brit like myself and does wire wrapping jewellery that is just lovely. Wendy, thank you so much. And Foxy and Georgia, hello to you as well. Thank you all for joining me. So like I say, we'll have a quick nosy through some of my pictures of the last autumn walk I got that was nice. So we can have a wee nosy at the dogs before we get into Just Felting Around's Facebook page. And if you haven't checked him out already, there is a link in the description to his Facebook page. But let's just quickly pass some time having a nosy at my dogs. What's in the mug? Lily, face, back to face. It's just coffee, I'm afraid. But this is merch. This is my wonderful merch. I do have a store in Teespring where I mess around and think up terrible things. So this is, which one's this? This is Careful I'm Feeling Stabby Today. But the little secret that I don't show most of you very often. This was Daniel's idea, Daniel from Extreme Food Reviews. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera, but little needle felting puns. So it's Pam Duthie felt me up. Terrible, I know. Yeah, Wendy, I'm not really going to give up speaking. I know you guys know that I can't speak. So this is a little walk that's like a 5 minutes drive away from my house, or I could probably walk around there. It's a little bit too far to walk around there, but it's in the next village over from me, a little walk they call Windy Hill in Elderslie, and it is a really lovely walk. But because Mia, my dog that's in this picture, is a bit insane, I tend to have to go off the less well-travelled route, so I go off the path and sort of crash through the woodlands and find places that are a little less well known. And I found this little bit, it's not showing up so good. Last autumn, this looked fantastically like a little hobbit house or something, a little cave carved into the rock, something very Tolkien-y. This year it's not looking quite like that, but it's still pretty cool, and there's like someone's had a fire, there's a little fire pit in there and logs all around as little benches. It is such an awesome little place, and the best thing about it, not many people there. Really peaceful. And what I've been thinking about Wendy, poor Mia is crazy. She is, I'm afraid. She knows she's crazy. Sandra, hello there. Welcome to the stream. What I've been thinking about for my other channel, which I've been neglecting shamefully, that's what Magdalena was telling me off for. But I thought it might be an interesting subject to do a little series of videos when I get the time on photographing your dogs outside in the landscape and stuff, because tons of ideas for this. It actually Wendy's boyfriend's Ben. I just thought it might be a real interesting thing, talking about how you train your dogs, you know, the different commands and the different ways to train your dogs to get them to be the best photogenic dogs in the outside. Things like the light and the position and not getting your own shadow taking the picture in the picture, and you know, just all fun things like that. Georgia, your girl would love this as a place to just play. Yeah, it is awesome. I was going to say just the dogs. It's not just the dogs, it's me as well. But crunching through all the dry, crispy autumn leaves, it's really pretty awesome fun. It's a great place to walk. And if you're see, I blame Mia. I think it's me that's antisocial more than her quite a lot of the time. So like I was saying, talking about photographing dogs, so while I was out for this walk and I was thinking of this idea in my head, so talking about like, if you have the light behind them, how that does a total different feeling of a picture. And then Mia just posed there. She poses all the time, so I just shot a random arty picture. And again, shooting with the light behind, so they get this really cute fuzzy halo, but you can't see the dogs properly. But I think it's a really nice feel. And then, yeah, and this is the exact same bench with my dog sitting at the exact same position. Nothing's really changed. That is the exact same one. I'm not speaking rubbish. Yeah, that's the exact same thing, and all I've done is come around the other side to the lights behind me, and you can see just what a total difference it makes. So I wondered if that would be something that people would be interested in, just a little thing on photographing sort of landscapes and dogs. Wendy, they and I would be covered in ticks and that grass. Actually, I'm fairly lucky. I'm not saying that I don't live in a ticks area. Some of my friends pick millions of ticks off their dogs. But my dogs, touch wood, maybe they've not even had a tick. Neither of them have had a tick this year. A couple of years ago they got maybe one or two, but I'm a master at weaking off a tick. Horrible things, but it's really not so bad. This area, extra lucky actually. This area is unlikely to get ticks anyway, because there, as you can see, the tiny treelet things that are happening there. The council are trying to get this bit of land to recover and become more forested and things. So there's no livestock on it at all, and it's got deer fences all round. This is another reason I like to walk my dogs there. It's like totally safe and enclosed. You have to go in through a gate that you have to shut, and there's no deers in. If the deers get in, then they're immediately there's people there to get deers out, as it were. So the area has no sheep or deer, so there's much less chance of ticks on this walk anyway. But it's fully fenced in, although it doesn't feel like it. I mean, you can't see the fences there. It's a big wide area, so it doesn't feel fenced in. But you know, when I first got Mia and she was apt to bolt, I knew she couldn't get anywhere. Now she stays with me and poses because I pay her in biscuits. Oh, Wendy lives right near near Lyme, where Lyme disease started. Yeah, I've heard lots of not good things about Lyme's disease. So yeah, it is definitely something to watch out for. Um, but as I say, mine are generally lucky. I don't know. Well, I've been told it's something to do with the diet, but I don't know anything about that really. I my dogs are fit and healthy and don't seem to pick up ticks, so I'm lucky. Again, another shooting into the sunlight. You can barely see me, but it was just such a gorgeous bit of the walk. And the problem I've got with my two is whenever we're on a walk and walking along and the dogs are pottering in front of me and it looks lovely, they're walking away, and then I stop to get the camera out and immediately it's like, huh? Are we getting biscuits? So I can almost never get a picture without Ben looking at me because he's just constantly on the, am I going to get fed? And then if he turns, then Mia will go, is he getting something? Can I get something? So it's hard. That would have been a much nicer picture if they were walking off into the distance. Oh, and that's on to older pictures that you guys have already seen. So anyway, a little walk while we're passing time. Unfortunately, I'm a little short of those now because the weather's got vile, and also I have got so many dogs to make. Literally, I've been a felting factory. So I hope everyone else is doing really well with the Christmas rush for creating their crafts and everything. It is wonderful, and I'm not complaining, but yeah, it's hard work as well. Me and the dogs are getting neglected shamefully. Right, so let's have a look. Just Felting Around is a friend on Pam Duthie's Felting Friends on Facebook, so don't forget to check that out. I think most of you are already in it. And there's a link at the top, there's a post at the top for you to link your Facebook pages to, so that we can have a little look and a nosy around them if you want me to have a look and us to draw on your videos, on your pictures in your Facebook page. Somebody come here and teach me how to say words. But just like every other time, we'll have a wander through the pictures. I'll pull up the things that interest me, which is probably everything. And if there's anything you guys see that catches your eye as well, don't forget to give it a yell and I'll pull it up for yous as well. So this is Just Felting Around on Facebook. I believe was it Ian? I should have checked that before. Lily has a big show coming up in a couple of weeks, so it's time to get busy. Yeah, it's exciting but so stressful as well to have all these things that need to be done on such a deadline. At the minute, my deadline is just the last shipping dates for Christmas because everyone wants their stuff by Christmas, obviously. And if they ordered in October, they think they should be getting them by Christmas. But I'm looking at the pile of orders and going, yeah, sleep. Who needs sleep? And Magdalena made it. Hi there. Good to see you. Awesome. So we've got quite a good gang here. Right, let's have a wee look at Just Felting Around. And I think this is, I've had a really quick look. I stopped myself because I like my reactions to be untempered to the first time reaction, so I stopped myself before I got too excited going into the rabbit hole. But this looks like a totally different style again, so it's the awesome thing with needle felting, isn't it? And it looks like he's been doing some shows and things. The London and District Agricultural Society second for, I'm in love with this. These are like zombie Santas or something. I don't know what that is. That is so cool. I love that. And cute. The snowmen are very like the Calvin and Hobbes snowmen I was talking about before. Can't really see, but it looks like his nose is fallen off and stuff. Very cool. That suits me totally. I like a beaten up Santa. And we've got some snowmen balls. Oh my goodness, says Wendy. I know, exactly. A little more traditional, but very cool. I've never really done much I made a video a while ago. I purchased some dryer balls, which supposedly pure wool, I believe they are. Pure wool, nice big dryer balls at something like £1 each. It really wasn't enough money for them. So I figured there's no way for me it would make sense to make my own balls and then felt onto them. So I tried using these balls to felt some things, but I never got as far as that much detail. They're very cool. Lily, melted snowmen, of course. Why did I not even realise? I just thought the angle was wrong for us to see properly, but it's melted snowmen. That is such a great idea. I love it. Right, yes, here's a better picture of them, I think. That is brilliant. Now I want to make millions of melted snowmen. I love that. Yes, thank you, Lily. That makes a whole lot more sense. And that's why his nose has fallen off, because he's all melting into the ground. That is brilliant. And these are like little soldiers. They are so cute. Very nice. And here, yeah, so I think I was talking about the other week making these little fairy mushroom houses, but that is so much better than what was in my imagination for making them. They are really cool. Samantha Jane, hi there. Good to have you joining us. We're having a wee nosy through Just Felting Around's page. And yeah, I'm being a total dummy and I need you guys to tell me what everything is, because I'm totally stupid, clearly. Not late at all, Samantha. We're just been in it a little while. But yeah, I really have to get round to doing fairy houses in mushrooms. There must be a proper name for this, but I do love them. I think they're so cool. And I want to find a way to make them so that they're hollow inside, so we could put like lights in them. Sandra, your kids are going bananas. Oh. Well, no problem. Good to see you dropping in for a bit anyway. Beating up snowmen, that's fine too. But Lily, I think you're quite right there. I think they're melted snowmen. And Georgia, that's an awesome idea. They would make really cute pins. Oh, and here's the little fairy houses and a display with loads of fairy things. Much awesomeness. Rosanny, good to see you. I think we've practically got the whole gang here. Pretty good going. I think I love this. Yeah, bottle topper. I was just going to say, is that a bottle topper? Yeah, bottle topper. I was just thinking about how I haven't made many faces at all, and it's so much easier to practice doing faces of old guys with beards. Chins are difficult. They shouldn't be, but I've always found chins so difficult to get right, and you don't need to get them right if you're sticking a beard on them. And all the wrinkles and all the extra character. So little old men, and then I'll maybe build up one day to being able to make little old women. But Wendy's character women are awesome. But I love that pirate. That is just so cool. I watched, or rather binge watched we've got another Wendy from Nevada. Hi there. Welcome. I binge watched the show a couple of years back, Black Sails, if anyone saw that. And then I don't know why it took me forever to get into it. And then I binge watched the entire thing, totally loved it, and then got right into looking at the history of pirates and everything in that time. And I really loved reading about Blackbeard. That was not what we were taught in school at all, but he was a whole load of psychological warfare. Like, he had like fireworks that he put in his beard, so his beard was all smoking and he looked terrifying. But when they looked through the actual records, Blackbeard's ship hurt less people than any other ship because they didn't need to. Everyone was so terrified that when they saw him coming, they just surrendered without getting hurt at all. So that's pretty cool. Oh, Magdalena, thank you so much. Yes, if you guys are liking this, hit me a like, and get over and see Just Felting Around when we're done here as well. Wendy likes making old men. Yeah, that sounds creepy, but I know exactly what you mean. Oh, Samantha had a fair yesterday and was so tired she slept for 12 hours. I know what you mean. I've only done a couple. I've done, I think, two for myself. I know I've helped my mum out with some in the past. And it is, you're on the go all the time. If it's quiet, you're on the go, like with nerves, waiting for it to be busy. And if it's busy, then you are on the go all the time. The fact of 8 hours having to smile at people, that's hard work. Bottle toppers are fun. Yeah, I've not made a bottle topper yet. I'll have to I'll have to do one. So Mum will be sitting there going, "Yeah, I better get a bottle topper for Christmas." Yep. The power of reputation. That's it exactly, Lily. I thought that was so cool. Anyway, my random thing on pirates. Oh, elephants! Love elephants, and such a happy elephant too. I haven't made an elephant in forever. I think I've said about 20 times on these live streams I have to make elephants. Let's look at him from the other side. And I just haven't got round to it again. I did in the past. I've made a couple when I first started. I made one, which was a great project for learning. And then a few years ago I made an elephant, but I have to do one again. That's, if I get a break over Christmas, that might be my Christmas project. Samantha made a Wicked Witch of the West. Awesome. I love the Wizard of Oz and the Wicked Witch of the West. So cool. Wicked Witch of the West topper. The work is very, very unique, Magdalena. And here, more dryer bowls. These are fun. I said, yes, they are dryer bowls. I think I can just flick through these. Cute. A dryer bowl afraid to go in the dryer. That's a dryer bowl that needs a hug. That is very cute. And these are all in alpaca as well, which is pretty cool. I've worked in alpaca. It's lovely, but if any of you guys felted in alpaca, it takes forever to felt, but when it does, it's beautiful and it has a lovely, almost soapy type feel to it. That's the only way I can explain it. It has lovely softness, but oh, it's a pig to work. Like, I wouldn't do something solidly in alpaca because it takes forever, but so cool. Mum, to smile is the easy bit. It's the being pleasant to the nasty people. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, is putting the smile on when you really, really, really don't want to be. Yeah, Wendy, alpaca's hard to felt, but it is good stuff. Oh, that's cute. He has an eye on his tongue. Yeah, a monster alpaca dryer bowl. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, there's millions. These are awesome. They're so much fun. Oh, Frankie! Yay! Frankenstein. I love the cocked eyebrows. Why am I trying to do that with my face? But anyway, I love his cocked eyebrows to make him look a little bit worried. Of course he's worried. He's a dryer bowl. That's not what you should do to zombies, but that's very cool. And I love this. A ghost with a kitten in the pumpkin. Perfect. Betty, hi there. Indeed, so much fun. This is great stuff. A ghost with a cat in a pumpkin. Genius. Some more dryer balls. Here's some witchy things. Come on. There we go. Wicked Witch of the Pumpkin Patch. Genius. That is so clever. And freakily realistic looking hair. I'm assuming that's some kind of synthetic fibres, but I don't know, that wee tuft. It's like a kind of centre eyebrow. Yeah, that just makes it even more creepy. That's awesome. Georgia, yeah, the dryer balls, they would be great gifts, absolutely, and so cute. Oh, Patty's here. Hi there. Good to see you. Doesn't felt, but wants to jump in, jump in and say hi and watch a little. Yeah, you guys want to check out Patty as well. I'm not gonna be able to say what your instrument is. Array, array. I don't know. But she has this wonderful instrument that's, I'm not even going to explain it. Patty can do that. But she makes some wonderful music with it. Me and Mum were watching the other week when Mum was here, and basically she makes beautiful music. But if you guys have seen the film The Greatest Showman, which I absolutely love, a friend dragged me along to see it. I knew nothing about it. We got to the cinema and she looked at me and she goes, "You do like musicals, don't you?" I'm like, yes, I like musicals. But awesome film, and she's got the theme tune from The Greatest Showman. She's redone it for her instrument, and it's haunting and beautiful and lovely. So go over and have a look have a look and a listen. Wendy, that's just locks that are dried. Rosanni, dryer balls. Yeah, it's not so much a technique to make them, although I think you can make balls in, right, I've never tried this, but like in stockings in a washing machine, you can make balls apparently. But the dryer ball, the point is you can put these in your dryer and they speed up the drying of your stuff. They're also supposed to take your pet hairs off your clothes. I haven't found that to be the case, but they're pretty cool. It's supposed to save a bit of electricity, and also because they're have quite a bit of mass to them, they're battering the stuff about a bit, so it keeps it softer as well. So yeah, it's a cool thing to have. Oh, we're coming on to some cool stuff again, but yes, some more pumpkin faces. They are so much fun to make, just putting in all those extra wrinkles and massive exaggeratednesses. But yeah, I was wanting to jump into this guy. Viking type person. Very cool. Love the detail. Oh, he's got a blue and a green eye. And a plaited moustache and a horned helmet. But he is fab. Right, I'm gonna have to have a go at something like this. He is cute. Rosanni, you're most welcome. I'm just learning all the time too, but now we've sucked you into needle felting. I was calling it a pumpkin elf. I was thinking like a gargoyle. That's the word I was thinking of, like a pumpkin gargoyle. That is so cool though. I have never seen anything. I suppose it's an elf a bit like Dobby from Harry Potter. That's it. Um, Wendy, oh, he's fun. I'm guessing we're back at the Viking. I should slow down and stay with them. Yeah, I really love the Viking. We have to make Vikings. So awesome. There's another Viking coming up, but we'll go to this first of all. A shrunken head bottle topper. Wonderfully creepy. So good. Patty, no, today what we're doing, this is in my Facebook group, Pam Duthie's Felting Friends. My felting friends, people in the group, I just want to share their work as well. So we've got a list that people put in. This is the Facebook pages. We also have a list for people's Etsy shops. So we go through people's Facebook pages. They've given us permission to have a look at their work. So this is Just Felting Around on Facebook. There's a link in the comments if you want to have a proper look at his shop, if everyone wants to go along and give him a bit of love as well. But yeah, so this is, I try and do once a month looking at one of you guys's Facebook pages, and once a month looking at one of you guys helping you out with SEO for your Etsy shop. That's the plan. I don't always manage once a month. Sometimes it's more, often it's less. But yeah, that's awesome. That looks a little bit like it's got the Hulk Hogan facial hair coming on. That's it, Viking King Alexander. There's obviously, I should know about Viking King Alexander, but he is very cool. I love the detail. And he's even got a little kind of sneer going on with the lip thing. And see the outfits as well. Most bottle toppers I've seen, it's mainly just like witches or things, and they just sort of have flowing undersides. There's not such a detail on the bottom of it, but that's a brilliant bottle topper. Patty is different kinds of patience. I couldn't have the patience to learn instruments like you. I can play some things, but I can't sit down and learn how to do it really well. Whereas felting, I find it's just relaxing. I'm sitting watching telly or something. So we're all good at different things. So don't be hard on yourself. Lily, a Thor. Absolutely need a Thor. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, I've got to do right. That's it. That's on the list. We're gonna do Thor. Rosanny, I knew you would like goblin, pixie, imp, elf faces. They'll be your lead into the Yuletide seasons. And yeah, guys, you've got to check out Rosanny as well. She does have her YouTube channel too. That's making the latest thing she's going through is a paper mache horn of plenty that's exploding with pumpkins, but lots of the kind of creepy, cool, macabre stuff as well that I love. Uh, Chocomints, they are awesome. And hello, welcome. It's Pat, isn't it? I'm remembering now. Please tell me I'm remembering the right person. Wendy, yeah. Super impatient crafter, but felting I can do. That explains it perfectly. I think so many other crafts are so much faster to do, but they don't seem it because you've got to focus the whole time, or there's a whole lot of setting up and breaking down and clearing up and whatever else. But needle felting, literally, I have everything up my side and over my back, and everything's just here. I don't have to think about it. That's why I don't do any sewing on it or any other things. It's all just sitting here, everything just with one needle and a few little bits of wool, so I don't have to think. So I don't think that a dog can take like 3 days to make. I just think, oh, I just binge watch Black Sails. You know, it's a different thing. At Chocomints, Pat, you got it right. Fantastic. That, you don't know what an achievement that is, because I am terrible with names. But I was just like, it's something similar to me. So it's Pat. So, yay, glad I remembered. Right. Betty, Gandalf, absolutely. I think we sort of almost made Gandalf with the, how it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago in a live stream. We did the copying the the guy that whittles little things, and we sort of whittled in wool a wizard's head. I think that could kind of be a Gandalf, but yeah, I should really do some of these the proper needle felting way, not a whittling way. Yeah, exactly. No measuring, it's all winging it. You're so right. Thankfully and not thankfully, but I know a lot of people started needle felting because of Serafina, and everybody needs to check her out. She is absolutely awesome. But when I started making videos and stuff, I was just like, I can't do it like that. I can't say, take a thing and make this shape and sit it on here and magically it's become a mouse. That doesn't work for me. I'm kind of like, add a bit, take away a bit, do this. There's no kind of pattern thing. It's just stab something and go, oh, that's kind of working, or it's not working. Let's get about it with a pair of scissors or something. Rosanny, yeah, absolutely. A nice group of chatters. No, it is it is great to have people to chat to. As you'll find when you go live, because I'm going to keep bullying you until you do. It's a really weird thing, but it's easier if people are chatting to you, and it's good that you guys can all talk to each other and everything. Even though it's kind of weird, because I just see Wendy coming up and going, right, and I'm going like, what was I just talking about? Like, she's agreeing with me on the Serafina thing. Judy, sort of like working with clay. Yeah, I think if you've got experience of clay, then it's kind of similar in that you can add bits and take away bits, and that kind of process can be really similar, but it's compressible clay. So it's its own wee thing. It's very different because, like we found with the whittling thing, there's almost ways that you can be carving into it, but it's also a fabric. It's weird. But yeah, Lily, you've got it. Just stab it. Wendy, you found Serafina, then you found me. Combine all the filters you watch now. That's it exactly. Take little bits from everybody because then you have your own style. None of us are right. And I mean, I started felting like 10 years ago. There wasn't many people into it. And so there was very much no right or wrong. And about 5 years ago, people were coming in and saying, "No, you're doing that wrong. That's not right." It's like, there's no right or wrong. We're all winging it. We're all making it up as we go along. Oh, Betty, thank you so much. But yeah, it works for your brain better. I totally get that. Every single video that Serafina brings out, I sit there and I stab along with her, and I love it. But I couldn't make another one, or I couldn't. It's odd. It just I can follow along and the things created, but I don't know. It's like those artists that I'm not going to mention because they're in jail. But it's like those artists that do. Can you see what it is yet? And they're doing things. They're like, I have no idea how that's going to come together, and it comes together. So I feel that when I'm following along with some of these, I can't see. It's like this looks terrible. I can't see how it's going to happen. So that's just not how my head works. So I totally understand that. Patty, yeah, sculpting with yarn. Yeah, it is pretty much, kind of. It's. I love it because it's a totally different thing. You can add bits on, you can take bits away. It's you can cut it into tiny bits and roll it into something else, or probably chuck it in the fire. And Georgia, exactly. No one can say you're wrong. Samantha, that's it. Yes, it's okay to cut the wool. You can. It's never wrong. It's never broken. I've had to do some fantastic surgeries. I remember a few years ago I was making a dash hound, and I was making a really big one, bigger than I've ever made things usually, and it was pretty firm. I was just doing the last stabs, and then into his head, and something that doesn't happen to me very often, touch wood, but the needle broke right in the head of this practice. I mean, he was finished. I should have stopped stabbing. He was finished, and the needle broke, and I could not get it out. And I literally had to get in there with scissors and just cut the whole head to a million pieces. But I was able to sculpt it back together again. But yes, you can. You can always cut off a bit, add a bit. You're never done if you don't like it. And Pat, yeah, definitely winging it. We're all winging it. Wendy, yeah, that's it exactly. I think Serafina has a fantastic mind, and some of the stuff, like when you just see background clips and she's making what looks like a life-size giraffe, and it's just like, wow, she's an amazing artist and she can just see things differently. Yes. Judy, glad you're not giving up just yet. And Georgia, yeah, inner me just plays. That's it. We're just playing around with rubbish. Rosani, similarities in placement of where to put the shapes, then eventually perfecting our own techniques. That's it exactly. Um, Rosani's getting the hang of just stabbing. You've been doing great. You've been doing some fuzzy legs and things, and that it is just the getting how you make the basic shapes, and then you'll be fine because in your paper mache stuff you make some awesome things. And so once you learn how the needle makes the basic shape, then that's that's all there is to it. You'll be up and running and great. Betty, awesome. Horrible mistakes are new kitty toys. There are no mistakes in felting, only toys for the pets. Patty, those wrinkly pumpkins kind of reminded me of when we used to carve a face in an apple, then let it sit and it would all wrinkle up. Awesome. Yeah, I've seen I think Threadbanger made some videos on it where you carved into the apple and then just dried it out in a really slow oven. I've got to try this. And it all went down like wrinkly shrunken heads. That sounds awesome. Wendy, did I do surgery on the Jack Skellington? Oh yeah, I kind of cut him in half, didn't I, to shorten his body. I forgot about that. Yes, I did do surgery on the Jack Skellington. Wendy worked in polymer clay before felting. Yeah, felting is more forgiving. I think many of us went through a polymer clay thing when I loved polymer clay, and it's great fun. But yeah, I think you're right in that felting is, you have more scope to fix things. Um, Judy did the apple dolls back in the 70s. Magdalena, will I do a Christmas themed dog? I will try. It's definitely an idea. I certainly have to. I did last year do some videos. If you have a look, I did some Christmassy things like how to make a little Santa hat and a Santa costume for a dog. I'm sure I did those videos last year. But yeah, we'll have to think of some Christmassy things. Judy, a dog with a stocking in the mouth. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I could totally do that. Yeah, well, I've done. I used to make my dogs. I used to put them on like felt Christmas presents I'd made and stuff. I don't know. I don't know that you'd want a video on that because it's very basic. It is literally just making a box out of felt and stuffing it and tying a ribbon around it. Um, but yeah, I'll think of things. I like the stocking. That sounds very cute. Samantha had finished a piece, but his arms were as long as his legs. I had him reading a book. Cut off an arm and thought you heard him scream. Brilliant. Yeah, I think I find myself doing that. It's especially more when you're filming, right? I don't realise when I'm doing stuff, and then I'm filming it and I go to edit it and I can just see me stabbing right in the eye of something. I just think, oh, that's horrible. Yeah. Oh, Betty's mum used to carve apple heads. Yeah, I'd never seen it till this year. So Lily needs to make a mini Santa hat. Oh, where to find the time? Yeah, yes, exactly, Lily. Um, I feel the same. It's like it was exactly the same for Halloween. I had so many ideas of things, felts I could do for Halloween, but just finding the time was impossible. Wendy, buy a box. I just mean I got some shop bought felt, cut it into the shape I needed for a box, sewed it up together and stuffed it. That was all I did to make a box to be a parcel. Absolutely terrible. Patty, would Felton the Grinch and his little dog be hard? No, that's an awesome idea. I didn't know he had a little dog. Okay, Grinch's dog. Yep. Thank you. Great idea. Yeah, the Grinch kind of suits us more. I think that's more than the cute thing. Yeah, totally. Um, cool. Right. Back to work. back. Oh, that is cute. It's a bear with his little tongue out, but I like that. Slightly cross-eyed and everything. He is quite adorable. Little shades of beige, and now I've got a supplier of that colour of beige, but that colour took me forever to find. It's ridiculous. It should be an easy colour. Wendy, I love the Cheshire Cat. Yes, that was one I meant to do in my cat series, but I got distracted and I've done a fox now. But the Cheshire Cat was on the plans. Oh, Patty, I don't remember that in the Grinch, but I'll have to look. So he had a dog that he put branches on to make him look like a reindeer. Right, we're doing that. Thank you so much. We're totally doing that. Little dog with an antler tied on his head. Right, yeah. Yep, that's coming up. Oh, right, I hope right, you guys probably already seen this, but I had to do this and do it this way around. So we've got a mushroom, which I've not made a mushroom yet either. But kind of psychedelic mushroom. That's pretty cool already. And wait for it. I'm getting you all wound up and it's not going to work. Are we ready? Oh, it didn't work. Hang on. Why? There we go. Typical. That is so cool though. A mushroom with a face. Is this from something that I'm missing? But it's very, very cool. Oh, the Grinch was mean to the dog. Okay, well, no Grinch. We'll make the dog then and be nice to the dog. I'm sure I've seen the Grinch, but none of this is making any memories to me at all. And Wendy, yep, you can absolutely post pictures on the Facebook page. That's what it's there for. We all want to see what everyone's done. So absolutely share away. Rosani, never enough time to season. Yeah, making pieces in advance is so the right way. I really should do that. I was thinking in the summer I was going, I really have to get in and do Halloween and do Christmas things, but you just never get round to it in time. I totally agree. Need to get and do, because I should have all my Christmas things done. I should have them recorded and just been ready to edit the videos. But I got distracted and did cats and now the fox. And here, for those of you that miss it, this is going to be Wednesday's video. That's the right way. Finally figured out how to make the little fox head. So that's going to be Wednesdays, and that has absolutely nothing to do with Christmas. Yeah, the mushroom's so awesome, guys. Ninja ball, yay! That's so cool. I think YouTube's showing me chat in the wrong order, so it's totally not making sense when I'm trying to read people's things. Right. Tree thing with a door and a bird and everything, really cool, but I got distracted. Little house plants. They are so cute and little evil. I have see all the things that I want to make. I still have an idea that I want to do an Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. I think that would be so awesome. But that's a cute little, like, fairly easy to do, but pretty cool. Really like that. Pat's been doing fox heads. Yeah, I love foxes. I've made tons of foxes over the years. And Samantha's now got time to try a cat's head now the fair is over. Awesome. Well, don't forget to share. But yeah, I know when you've got something like that coming up, when you've got a fair to do, when you've got a lot of orders, you just don't have the time to make the things you want to make. Oh, this is so cute. It's a seal. I love it because I keep wanting to make a seal, but I always, even though most of what I make is kind of cartoony, I always try and make them look too realistic and they become cartoony rather than thinking of a cool kind of cartoony shape to start with. We've got a yes from Lily Tree on the Audrey 2. Awesome. I will that definitely have to be done. And he looks very cute in a creepy way. Got a plant pot with little flowers in it too. Patty's supposed to be doing the budget and paying bills. Sorry, not sorry. But this stuff is so cool to look at. It's really good fun. I love getting to look at all your work, and the hardest thing is just not trying to steal everything that everyone's made. It's like, I've got to make that, I've got to make that. Thankfully, I just don't have time. That is so cute! A little turtle keyring, which just shows how tiny it is. So just felting around your detail is amazing. Lily, don't get me singing. I'll get demonetized. What on earth is this? Oh, it looks like some kind of I don't know, Mayan sculpture. Right, has anyone got an idea, or am I just being totally crazy? I don't know what that is, but it's cool. Oh, is it like holding water on its head? Ah, that could be. It's cool. I really like it. I'm just trying to figure out getting the angle. Fantastic! Oh, that is so good. A creepy clown bloody toilet thing. I love that. So cool. I'm trying to. You guys are selling to each other. This is awesome. And a cockerel type thing. He is very cool as well. Looks like some kind of teddy they're being photographed against. I think that's interested me as much as the sculptures, but very cool cockerel. Really have to try and make one sometime because I think that armature would be fun because they have much longer legs than we think they do. Oh, Rosanna, you're so kind. That's lovely. Judy thinks they ate a lot of mushrooms. All the best people seem to have. Oh, I think I recognise this little guy. Is that like? Okay, someone tell me because I'm gonna say what I think he is, and I'm totally wrong. But he looks he looks perfect. I just can't remember what it is. But that is so awesome. That is so cool. Right, somebody tell me because I'm being stupid, and you guys will totally know because you're like smart. That is so cute. Look at that. He's hashtagged it sexy. I suppose with the hooded eye, that is so funny. And the goofy tooth. Very good. Oh, this looks like more mushroom houses. That's lovely. And I don't know what the background wood thing is, but that's really cute too. But I love the little houses. Right, so that's right. You guys remind me in the spring we're going to make fairy mushroom houses. Yes, and nobody's told me. What's this little guy? Just floating around hasn't told me either. Right, guys, tell me. You're rubbish. Come on. No, that's going to annoy me all night if you don't remind me what he is. Rosanna, yeah, no, you're completely right. I'd noticed that, but I'd missed that. The variety of subject matter is amazing, because we've had zombie Santas practically. They've had creepy stuff and some cute stuff and all sorts of things. So yeah, it's quite a wide range. Very awesome. Looks like a minion tea party. I love the purple minion in pink dungarees. Did that exist in the films? And the hair on they are so good. I haven't made a minion. I want to make minions now. See, look at this. I'm like everything. I'm clicking on it again. I want to make that. I want to make something like that. So cool. Oh, all the dryer balls together. So much fun seeing them together. It looks like he's doing a market, selling them at market. But it's so cool to just have a box of all those dryer balls. I like the sheep, and that is just so funny. Oh, I'm not the only one who doesn't remember who that little guy is. Right, what we'll try and do, goodness knows if it will work, but can I do a Google image search? Because I think it's really close to what it's supposed to be. I just can't remember what it's supposed to be. So Google, come up and tell us, please. No, I don't want stuffed toy. I want to know what... Oh, that's rubbish. That's annoying. Oh, Patty's now tempted to try. See, we're gonna suck everyone into the dark side. Just ask Rosanny. She's been here for a bit and now she started stabbing things. But which, as we said, Rosanny does awesome paper mache stuff mainly. So I think the felting's a great thing to while you're waiting for your stuff to dry. So right, what else have we got? More zombie bottle topper things. Love that. And more dryer balls. They are so fun. Judy, yeah, the little chick is cute. Let's get back. Where's the little chick? The problem with the delay in a live stream, but it is really sweet. I should definitely do a chicken for sometime around Easter. So that means I need to start planning it like in January. So yeah, remind me, guys. I need staff. I need one of you sitting here writing all this down. Going, all right. Pam said she was going to try this. Oh, this looks so cool. Another shrunken head witchy doctor with the skull hair thingy. Words. Yeah, I'm saying no actual real words, but you guys kind of know what I'm saying. Lily stuffed toy when Google gets too clever. Exactly. I'd hoped that they would recognise the character because they can be too good, but no, no. Google thought it was a toy, which fair enough. Now that makes me want to go and Google image search for some of my pictures. But the only time I'd done that, I found some cheap knockoff shop. The same one that was doing the fox heads actually was using pictures of my stuff. So it's not good to image search your image sometimes. It just makes you annoyed. Judy, yeah, chicks and eggs. Yeah, I can do like decorated eggs, like the dryer balls, but in egg shapes, or eggs with chicks coming out of them. That could be cool. Loads of dryer balls, they are so cool. And then back to snowmen. Oh, and back to faces. Gnome. It is a bear. That's what it's been photographed against. I wasn't sure. But yeah, he's very cool. Rosanne's been sucked into the felting vortex. Yeah, I'm afraid if you hang around here too long, then you have to give it a go. I suppose it's just watching me and going, well, if that idiot can do it, then I can do it too, surely. Oh, that is so cheerful. Right, I don't feel so stupid if I don't know what it is, but if any of you guys know what it is, it's very awesome. It has such a lovely, happy expression. The butterfly. Oh, I never even noticed it. Wendy, thank you so much. Those colours are great. Yeah, I wanted to do a butterfly for so long, and I was lucky, happy when I got the maker's kit in. I was like, I can try a butterfly. It's got the right stuff. So butterflies are so much fun to make. It was hard work though, I won't lie. There's a lot of stabbing to get them as well felted as that. That's lovely. Ah, Samantha it's a Groot. Yeah, Groot. I wondered that, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to sound stupid. It's a Groot. Yes. It's a happy, very cute Groot, but there's something I have heard of. Looks like he had a sale going on. Yay. A little section of a shop or something. A farmer's market. I'd see if I read these things before I start speaking. I can find out even better. Oh, but I love the wizard bottle toppers. They are so cool. We're going to have to do some Santa bottle toppers or something, aren't we, ladies? Wendy, it's hard to get the wings the same size. Yeah, I have the video from the maker's felting box where I made a butterfly, and the thing that I used that worked so well. I don't know what this is called or where you can get it elsewhere. I'm sure it's going to be like a sewers thing, but it's water soluble paper. Was it fabric or paper? It's a kind of a thick paper fabric type thing, and then you can trace the butterfly. You can draw that onto the paper, and then you felt it and the wings are the same size and it holds its shape. And the cool thing I didn't know till afterwards, and the girls at the makers spoke to me about it afterwards, or if I'd read their instructions, because it says on the instructions. But when you put it in warmish water, then the paper dissolves away. But if you don't leave it in long enough that it fully dissolves away, it almost becomes like a kind of starch. So you can dunk it in so it's gone enough, and then leave your butterfly like propped up so it's in a shape you want, and then that just kind of stiffens it in a little more lifelike shape. Judy, is it interfacing? Ah, cool. See, I know nothing. I know nothing about nothing. But it could be if that washes out. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. So and use it a lot in machine embroidery. Cool. Thank you so much. I knew it would be an embroiderer's thing, but yeah. So you can draw onto that so that you get everything the right size. I'm doing this talking with my hands again. Yes. So awesome. Pennywise, that's very good. I never thought of doing that. I could do some of the Halloween makeup on dryer balls. Some of the crazy stuff we've been working on. Oh, I'm tempted. Want to do some spooky dryer balls, but we've just finished Halloween. Oh, here we go. That is so cool. Calls it an elf bottle topper, but could be a Viking with a big hat on or all sorts of things. Oh no, I see the yeah, it's the ears. It's the ears. But I love that. That is so cute. Right, bottle toppers have to happen. Very cool. And more not melted snowmen this time, although I'm still chuckling to myself at the melted snowmen and how dim I was. But yeah, they're really cool. I love they've got a little blush on their cheeks. That's so cute. Oh, and I think here we have the creator. I'm sure just felting around was Ian. I should check, but yeah. But there we go. There he is. There is the artist that we've been looking at and some of his creations for sale. I just want to say again to just felting around though, thank you so much for letting us have a look at your work. That was so much fun. That was so cool. And so many ideas as usual. So yeah, so guys keep a note, but go over and check him out, give his page a like. I will link up to him again. Give him a bit of love because I think we all pretty much agreed that was really good stuff. I enjoyed that. Yeah, so thank you. And if you're wanting me to look at your page, and it doesn't have to be just felting, any kind of art, crafty, visual prettiness page on Facebook that you want us to look on. We also do look at your Instagram pages, or I can help with the SEO for your Etsy shop. And yeah, that's the kind of things we do in these lives. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm sure it was Ian. If it wasn't Ian, I'm sorry. I'm thinking somebody else. But yeah, that was so cool. Right. So I think that was kind of everything we were covering for today. If you guys have any other questions or anything you want, let's think what's happening for the rest of this week. I'm starting. I mentioned it last week, but other things came in. I had to talk about the free shipping thing on it. Not the free shipping. The what's the words? The Black Friday sale thing. People were asking about that. But yeah, so I had to talk about that. So I'm going to be next week's videos. We're starting the road to 1,000 sales. So anyone who's in with me on wanting to get from opening your Etsy shop all the way through to getting 1,000 sales, all the different steps, because each stage is a little bit different ways you've got to think. So we'll be having that, doing that. Yeah, let's just check in chat. Rosanna, yay, Ian. Yeah, quite right. Judy, how about Monkey Boo on YouTube? What's Monkey Boo? Is what I don't know what it is. I'll have a look. I'm just seeing if that'll come up. I think I've got all the sound turned off so that nothing will come on and copyright me. Oh, Monkey Boo's is an actual monkey. I hadn't heard of that. Thank you so much. Just trying to make sure I don't play anything without their permission. But yeah, Monkey Boo looks kind of cute. Let's have a look. It's a monkey. Yeah, I hadn't heard of Monkey Boo. Yeah, that's cute. I'll put a link if anyone wants to go and have a look after we've done here, which is very, very soon. Because I've got to make my tea. Yeah, that looks really cool. I will give that a look later on. Adorable monkey, family friendly. Yeah, that's awesome. So I've dropped a link there. Yeah, cool. Thank you. What have we got? Magdalena, thank you so much for taking your time to join us. It's weird, but I actually enjoy this nonsense. Judy Monkey Boo will melt my heart. I'm pretty sure he will. Thanks, Rosani. Wendy, a chatty family wake up, no problem. So nice of you to join us anyway. And Monkey Boo has a baby brother. Okay, I will definitely be watching Monkey Boo. Right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. You have an awesome week. Oh, Patty, yeah, thank you so much too. Sorry that we've kept you away from important householdy stuff. What was it? It wasn't taxes, but budgeting. There's the word, budgeting. But yeah. So Judy, thank you so much. Georgia, thank you, and Pat, all of you. I'll see you on Tinternet later on. But thank you so much, Lily. Thank you as well. See you all later.